If you see me throughout the video pointing up here and you don't see the footage, just know that I fucked up. Everyman Elevated here. Thank you guys for joining. This is probably going to be my highest production video yet. And by that I just mean I'm adding one more angle. I haven't figured out how I'm going to put this angle that I'm looking at right now. I can see myself on my computer screen right here. And I also have my script. Not a script, but like points I need to go over and, you know, stuff like that. Anyway, formal wear is today's topic. We're going to go over matching a fit to a base, why I think people should get into it, how we should be kind of lenient on the unspoken rules of formal wear, because let's face it, young people just aren't into it anymore. Me, like, just like this, like, I'm telling you, I'm 25, okay? And where I live, I don't know anybody under 30 that dress like this, okay? Just this alone, people think is formal. Like, if I showed up like this to a friend's house, which I do sometimes, but they think it's like, you know, over the top. Like, they're always asking, you know, are you going somewhere? What's the occasion? And I just like dressing like this. I mean, I don't know. So as a man, why should you wear formal wear? Well, there's a few reasons, and any of them are valid in my opinion. The main one, which I think is the most important, do it for yourself. I didn't do this because, like, I needed people's, like, appraise or some shit. It feels nice going out in public and having people, like, say that they respect. Okay, maybe that's not the right word. People, like, really admire when they see, like, a younger generation, if they're older, and they see someone my age and they're, like, 50. See someone dressing like this, because back in their time, people my age did dress like this. Now, if you just don't like this style, you don't like dressing formal, whatever it may be, it speaks power. It speaks, God, that is not a good way to put it. How should I put it? The outfit you wear will speak for you before you speak, is how I kind of want to word it. So, if you walk into a room or go to a wedding with, for your friend's wedding, anybody's wedding, and there's people you don't know, you meet them for the first time, how you're dressed, you know, is their first impression. It doesn't have to be at a wedding, it can be your job, anywhere, going out to the gas station. Like, if you're single and you're one of those people that think you can just randomly run into the one, the love of your life, don't you want to be at least presentable for them? Now, don't get me wrong, with the younger generation, a woman, not every woman is gonna, you know, appreciate this style, especially being, you know, younger. But I also want to say, you know, even just a plain black t-shirt tucked into some black pants, or not even blue jeans, you know, just be presentable. I want to get that clear before I even talk about this. If you don't want to get into formal or casual formal or just business wear, be presentable, okay? Ditch the graphic tees at some point, unless you're just wearing them at home or going to a party, a shirt they don't care to get dirty. At some point, I think people, not just men, okay, for anybody, there comes a time I feel your wardrobe should really change to suit you, your age, your environment, how you want to portray yourself. Now, absolutely nothing wrong with graphic tees. I have some that I'm very attached to. I have a lot of memories with some of them. It's kind of weird to say that, but I love them, you know? Sometimes, every once in a while, if I'm at home and I don't want to just put a bunch of work into getting dressed up for nothing, I'll wear a graphic tee. I mean, I'll still tuck it in probably, because it's a habit now, but I feel like I'm starting to ramble off track. The purpose of formal wear. for yourself, to speak before you even speak, and to be presentable. So, do you guys remember the first time you ever wore like a formal outfit or anything like that? You know, even something as simple as this, you know, a school dance or prom, anything. Have you went to prom? Imagine thinking about that day. Do you remember any compliments that you got? Do you remember just feeling more confident, looking in the mirror, seeing your shoulders, you know? Excuse me. I don't have a drink. My throat's dry. The way, you know, on suit jackets, the shoulders look very nice and crisp and angular, whatever, I don't know the proper term. But I can almost bet money that every single one of you got one compliment when you went to prom or anything that involved, you know, dressing nice. And don't you enjoy that? Like, I don't know. It's a good feeling. It's just a great feeling to know that some people appreciate the time you put into looking presentable. I don't know. I never get compliments, but ever since I've started, you know, dressing formal or whatever, I get some compliments. Now, right before I get into, you know, the actual clothing pieces and matching and all of that, I'm going to say one last thing that will also play into other parts of this video. If the older generation wants the younger generation to get back into formal wear, for men and women, not just men, there's formal wear for both. If they want the younger generation to go back into it, they need to embrace different ideas and not necessarily stick to the unspoken rules. What I mean by that, here's an example. Black shoes are very formal, right? If you know a little bit about it, you should know. Black shoes are considered to be a formal thing. You know, for dark suits, you know, navy and black. I personally believe black shoes can look great with, you know, a light blue suit. I have a light blue jacket and pants, and I think black looks really good with it. Now, I personally do follow the unspoken rules. I will wear brown with my light blue because I know black is an unspoken rule not to wear with black shoes. Excuse me. It's an unspoken rule. You don't wear black shoes with the lighter colors. But I think you should be allowed. You are allowed. I think it shouldn't be a rule in the first place, though. I mean, here is the light blue jacket I'm talking about. Maybe up here you guys can see. I'm not sure if the lighting is right, but black definitely goes with this jacket. So let's get into building your outfit. Today, I'm only going to go through one base. What I'm calling the base is going to be my dress shirt, you know, my tie, suspenders, my pants, and my shoes. Now, what we're going to put over our base is a sport jacket. Now, a sport jacket is any jacket that is not part of a suit set. If you go and buy a sport jacket, and it didn't come with pants, it's not a matching set with anything, then it's just a sport jacket or a blazer. You can see my shirt is pretty wrinkly. Definitely not the best right now. Not tucked in completely properly. But it still looks okay. I would encourage you guys to spend the time and properly get your shirt steamed or ironed when needed, not all the time. And also, do not be afraid of hand-me-downs. What I mean by that is if your grandparents or your father or your mother, depending on who you are, could have formal wear that they're willing to pass down to you. Now, if it's a tad too big or a tad too small, you can get what is called tailoring. All that is you take your clothes, your jacket, your shirt, or your pants, take them to the alterations, not altercations. Getting in a fight, going to get your jacket fixed. Go to your alterations place. They'll get you measured, or you can give them measurements, Oh my god, my lisp is so bad. Measurements. You know, if you need the sleeve shortened, I'm pretty sure they can do that. You know, get the waist brought in a little bit. The tail. I don't want to speak too much on what I don't know because I'm not an expert. I want to clarify that. I should have said that at the start. I am not an expert, okay? I do not know everything. I know just like surface level knowledge. That's why this is a beginner's thing, because I'm barely above beginner. So anyway, since I have mentioned tailoring, I would like to mention that an expensive baggy suit is going to look like dog shit compared to like a Walmart suit that is properly fitted. Now, if you get a Walmart suit, it's probably going to be 100% polyester, probably 200%. It's not going to be great material, but if you go and you get a cheap suit that fits you properly or is tailored to you versus your uncle's hand-me-down Armani suit that's 2 sizes too big for you, it's not going to look good. For my base, we already talked about my shirt a tad bit. It is a maroon color. I have on a silver tie with a dark gray, I guess. It's like silver mixed in with dark gray. My accessory, a watch on the left wrist, a $10 watch. I'll talk about accessories towards the end, and the hat and accessories. You do not need to spend any money at all, and you're about to find out why. Maybe just a little bit, but not a lot. Now, I'd like to say this shirt was like $10 from a place called Label Shop, I think. It was either Goodwill or Label Shop. Either way, it was brand new with the tag for $10. It was originally like 40, but I got on some navy trousers for the shoes. Let me take one off real quick. I ask that you please ignore the dirtiness. I am so sorry. I know it is not very professional of me, but these are the shoes that are going with this outfit. Now we can move on to the jacket. This is going to go over your base. Now, as you can see, the colors are very similar when you look at the jacket versus my shirt. It would be okay to wear this in my opinion. It would be a monochromatic look. If you don't know what that means, it's usually different shades of the same color. You know, like this would be maroon, my pants would be a lighter maroon, and this be darker, whatever. This could work. You could easily wear this, no problem at all. But it's up to you if you want to do monochromatic or a different look. Okay, now before I guys show you the proper jacket that I chose for my base layer, I want to talk about material. As you can see here, this is what is known as a tweed jacket. And this is not tweed, but it is wool. Now, these are both wool jackets. And if you were online and you said, I want a wool jacket, and you came across this one, and you came across this one, but let's say you want the texture of this one where it's like super, you know, fuzzy and itchy or whatever texturized on the outside. You like that texture, but you see this and you think it's a better color. You look online and they both say 100% wool. So you assume this would feel and look the same as this up close. Not true. Yes, they are both 100% wool, but completely different styles. Got both of these used, very cheap. As I said, guys, it's very, very, very easy to get into this. It's cheap. It's a very cheap hobby to get into as long as you go to Goodwill, the Salvation Army, or local thrift shops. And do not, I wouldn't feel embarrassed about it. Some of my friends say that it's kind of gross to wear secondhand clothes. I don't agree. Anyway, guys, the jacket that I think goes perfect with this outfit. I'm going to tell you why. So up close, I'm going to show you some details the best I can with this camera. You see tiny stripes of orange going out. And if you look really close, you know, up close it is very orange, but it's very minimal. It's such a thin line that it's almost a red look up close. But far away, it almost matches the suspender, or maybe even like, not the suspender, I'm sorry. It matches almost this color, if you just catch like a glimpse of it from far away. It's just a beautiful color, man. And the subtle plaid, whatever you want to call it. As you can see, I have the jacket on. It is properly fitted. It does need press, but this is just a video demonstration. I'm not going to go out in public with a wrinkled suit. It matches the tie perfectly. It is a nice accent. The nice break in the color with the maroon really brings in some warmth under it. The navy hat with the navy pants. The brown accessory watch with the brown shoes. It's that easy, guys. Once you really get a feel and build a wardrobe and you start like visualizing like how colors like work with each other, I don't know if I'll be able to put up like a picture of the color wheel right here, the style color wheel. If I figure it out, I'll put it in the video. So basically, if you're doing a monochromatic fit, a color here and the two directly on both sides would be good colors to match. Now, let's say like you have the circle, right? And a color is on the right side of the circle. You could go directly to the left side and that color would match. I want to make a couple points that I haven't made yet that I really want to get across to you guys. Number one, t-shirts with a sport jacket. Now, when it comes to a suit, do not wear a t-shirt with a suit. Do not do it. The sport jacket, in my opinion, this is when I said the lenience, what we need to talk about, being lenient on the younger generation with their dress code for formal, not formal, but wearing, you know, the jackets and trying to get into it. I do it myself. A tucked in white t-shirt with any kind of sport coat. It looks good. Like, how could it not? It's a plain white t-shirt. And it also works with muted colors like earth tones, like the olive and tan and black shirts, gray shirts. I have a hamper, not a hamper, some kind of storage basket or thing for just earth colors and muted colors of t-shirts. Because in summertime, you know, it gets hot out, but I still want to look good. So I'll just tuck in a t-shirt, put my jacket over it, match my pants, and good to go. When it comes to your accessories, you have plenty of options, and I think you should have as much fun as you want. This right here, I would wear this a lot more, but in just 2 days, it turned like bronze, so the quality is just really bad. It's unfortunate, because I really like it, you know. Drop the watch. It would match the suit really good. Anyway, both of these watches would match my outfit, okay? In my opinion. But I would probably go with this one because it adds the brown to match your shoes. But this is a very unique watch. It has an opal dial, a very interesting bracelet. I've never seen anything quite like it. Now, these little cuff ring type things, I'm not sure if people see them as feminine, but I will wear these every once in a while. It's how you rock it. If you wear it and you think it's feminine, it's going to be feminine. If you wear it and just be yourself, nothing wrong. Just a couple other things accessories wise. You can wear a scarf. This is the only scarf I have, so kind of limited on when I can wear it because it can only match, you know, certain outfits. And I have this bag that I made completely by hand, sewn and stitched myself. You can flip it inside out. Personally, I think the inside is a better look than the outside. But before I go, one last thing to help you guys elevate your outfit, and you cannot go wrong with it. A fragrance. Yes, believe it or not, smell is easier to remember than a person's face or name the first time you meet them. It has been scientifically studied. There is proven research behind it. Smell is more memorable in a first interaction than visual. As you can see, I have a pretty big cologne collection. If you do like colognes, I have a couple other videos on my channel involving fragrances if you'd like to check them out. I already chose a fragrance earlier, which was Spice Bomb, so I will just do one spray to reapply it. Wow, man, the smell is just like that Christmas, that cinnamon vanilla smell that you get in the scented reef. Oh my, like slight tobacco, bourbon vanilla. It's very good. Anyway, guys, I think that is going to do it for this video. As I said, it's something new, a new editing style, a new video style. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everyman Elevated.